What's up, guys? I've had quite a few people asking me to do an episode on Periscope, and it's been quite a while since I got on Periscope and did some events and did some trading, and I don't see anything wrong with once in a while doing some stuff on Periscope as well for the individuals that that are not a part of Mentor Tips. It's always good to let the world know the quality of our community and the quality of our setup. All right. So for the individuals on chat right now on Mentor Tips, okay, um, I have been twice early today now. I have not given up on Meerkat at all. So guys, please share the feed. Everybody share the feed as we take a look at some of the markets here. Okay. Just to let everybody know that's new on Periscope. My name is Reza Mokhtarian. I go by Ocean Sky on social media, and I'm 33 years old. And I started trading the markets around 6 years ago because I was pretty much sick and tired of working my dead end pizza delivery job and delivering mail. That's what I used to do. I used to actually deliver mail and deliver pizzas, and it really was not, attaining my goals, and it wasn't something that was sustainable or going to basically make me a wealthy man. So I picked up a course, I learned, and in that short amount of time, I've been able to make myself around 25 million bucks and more. So I'm the founder of MentorTips.com, which is a site basically costing $97 a month, which helps you learn the financial markets, teaches you how to trade, and my students right now, I have well over 1,000 students that are extremely loyal to me. I love these guys. Just talking to them on the phone all day. Just amazing individuals. Unfortunately, I cannot answer any questions. So if you're writing any questions, I'm not going to be able to answer them because I do have to do my lessons here and do my market analysis. But what we will be doing is looking at the markets right now. We actually learned a bit of harmonics today. We learned a bit of harmonics as well. So let's take a look at the markets right now, and let's see what's going on. So basically, I assess the markets and I give out signals, trade advice, forex market analysis, and even more. All right. So mentortips.com is we are probably the biggest in the world right now for what we do. It's $97 a month in case anyone's interested. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything here. I'm going to start recording. All right, guys, so let's take a look here at the pound USD. Pound USD is actually a pair that I was looking at today to potentially buy and target the 153.37 handle. It was actually the only pair that I found that was logical to make any trades with, in the sense that it's been stable. It's been on a bullish run, and let's go ahead and look at it on a 4-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and remove everything off the chart just to clear it up, make it a little bit easier for us to look at. And as you can see, from the drop we had, which initiated on the beginning of November, we had a massive drop from the 154, 155 handle right down to 150. So we had about a 500 pip drop in the pound USD. However, with that being said, the bearish momentum was unable to continue. And the issue with that is it shows me a lack of conviction, all right? When I blow this up on a daily time frame, however, I can also identify one thing, all right? If I go ahead and draw my trend lines out, all right, it is very easy to see that we're in a bit of a channel that is eventually gonna, price is gonna pop out of it. And until price pops out of one of these zones, we're going to be ranging within it. Now this is a daily time frame, and on a daily time frame you can see the daily range is quite significant. From the bottom of this from this trend line, from this channel, we've got at 150.38 up to 154. There's about a 3 to 400 pip move within this area that we can capitalize on significantly. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and go on a 4-hour time frame. All right. And let's plot out our support and resistance. Okay. Now, support and resistance is simply where price has on numerous occasions failed to penetrate. All right. Now, anytime price fails to penetrate going upwards, that's called resistance. Going downwards is called support. So when price is heading up and it is faced with a specific area where there is resistance against the price and trying to bring the price back down, that's called resistance. If the price is coming downwards like here, all right, and it will come to this point, it would be called support because it is supporting that base. With that being said, I took a look at the pound USD today, and I mentioned to the boys that I would like to play a long scalp off of this position. All right, here's a 15-minute trend line. All right, and let's go ahead and drop this on a 1 hour and kind of break it down as much as we can. Try to narrow it down because I'm not interested right now in taking a long-term position on the pound or any USD pair, to be quite honest. We've had some significantly powerful movements the past week or so. And because of that, I'm going to be looking at corrections to take place. All right. With the corrections taking place, there is going to be points where we just tend to watch the markets rather than jump right in, and primarily for the fact that we like to trade when the market is trending. All right, the best time to trade is when the market is trending. You don't want to get involved in a trade if the market is moving sideways or it's reacting, okay, or it's reacting to a pullback or a correction or profit taking, because what's going to happen is you're going to whipsaw yourself. All right, you're going to whipsaw yourself and you're going to end up losing some money. All right, so we want to only engage in trades, all right, when there is a trend. All right, when the market is trending. Excuse me for 1 second if you don't mind. All right, so we like to only get involved in trades that are trending. All right, and because of that, I'm reluctant to immediately jump into a trade right now, but I'm okay to scalp. All right, so guys, check it out. When you have trending markets, when the markets are trending and there's good flow of movement, you'll want to take swing trades. Trades where, for example, you buy here and you sell here and you make yourself a solid 100 pip profit. But when the markets are not trending, all right, why not capitalize on the minor movements within those zones? So why not just take those scalps? What I want to do with the pound USD is scalp this trade out. All right. I told the guys a few hours ago to buy the pound USD within this area. And I'm not sure how many people got in. I know it pulled down a bit more, right? But I also mentioned to anticipate that, anticipate the fact that prices may pull down a bit more. Now let's go ahead and draw this trend line out as well. All right. What we're trying to do is essentially figure out where price bounces off of and where we can buy and sell. Okay. So this area here, this entire area where you have the daily pivot point outlined in yellow and you've got multiple points of support is a pretty solid area to buy. Furthermore, you have this, if you can take a look at these candles here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's numerous candles right in this region that, you know, they broke above or below And when they did, they stayed there. We recently, in the last 1 hour, actually had a break below it, but prices retraced right back up, which tells me there is bullish sentiment and there is individuals hiding here waiting to buy this pair. With that being said, I'm still going to look for a scalp buy, a 20 pip scalp buy, but I'm going to change my outlook for a quick second. All right. If you already took a long position around here and you're up a couple pips, go ahead and take your profits. All right. Go ahead and take your profits. If you're up a couple bucks, take your profits, because I'm going to change my outlook on the pound USD right now. All right. I would like you to buy this on a break of this line here. So if 152.94, if the 152, if this area here is broken, so prices are playing here and it breaks through it, at that point, I'd like you to buy. I don't want you to buy on the pullback, because we're in a range, we're in a tight range, all right? There is a possibility that when it does pull back, it may pull back down a bit more than we like, down to support one at 152.32, all right? And I don't want anybody to get stuck. I don't want anybody to get stuck in a 40, 50 pip drawdown. You know, a 20 pip drawdown is absolutely acceptable, but when we're scalping, I do not want you to get ever, stuck in a 50, 60 pip drawdown. So look to buy the pound USD only if it breaks this area right now. If you're already in a profit, it's okay. If you're in the position and you bought it around here, it's okay. You should not be down any money at all. All right? But if you have not executed the trade yet, don't buy it on a pullback to here. Buy it on a breakout. Let's play the breakout. Let's target taking about 10, 15 pips for the individuals that have their OCO or their trailing stop indicator set up. Please set it to 10, 2, and 2. Put your settings to 10, 2, and 2. That way you can capitalize on just 10 pip profit, all right? In any case, we made a lot of money last week. Even on this week, we made quite a bit of money too earlier on in the week. The trades were excellent. So if we don't trade today, it's not a big deal. Let's be mature traders and let's capitalize when we can. All right, just excuse me for a second. I got to get myself a glass of water. I'm sorry, guys. My throat got a little dry there. Sorry. My apologies. Give me 1 second. All right. So it's okay to, occasionally, once in a while, stay out of the markets if you've capitalized and made good money. One misconception traders have is that every single day they need to take a trade. It would be great. It would be great to take a trade every single day. I'd love to take a trade every single day, but you don't need to, all right? As long as you can set a target for yourself, and let's say our target is, a healthy target. I'll be honest with you guys. A beautiful target is about 100 pips a week, because 100 pips a week, all right, even at one standard lot, means you're making $1,000 a week. All right? Means you're making $1,000 a week, even at one standard lot. Right? Some of you guys make that in a night. That's okay. But what I'm saying is set your targets, create a structure for yourself, guys. You see, you got to treat Forex like a business, like a corporation. Right? When you run a business, when you build a company, when you start operating a brand new business, you do balance sheets, you have goals, you have setups. You don't just wake up and show up anytime you want. All right, you don't show up anytime you want to the office or open up your restaurant and say, I'm here to do business. Well, you come at, 8 o'clock in the morning. For example, when I was at the pizza store, I'd get at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd take all of my dough out. I'd prep the dough. I had a systematic setup.
so should be your setup with Forex. It's a business. So what you need to do is take a piece of paper and create your balance sheets, all right? Which means every single day, all right, every single day or every week, you should have a systematic setup. So, I want 100 pips this week, all right? And believe me, creating this setup is actually going to work like a vision board, all right? Okay, it's going to work like a vision board. And I'll tell you why. Let's say you go and take a piece of paper and you write at the beginning of the week. Don't even take a piece of paper. I actually want every single one of you. I want all of you. All right? Go ahead, spend $15 tomorrow. All right? And buy yourself a nice agenda, a nice corporate binder. It's going to look impressive. It's going to make you feel good. And it's going to give you a proper visualization. Go ahead and buy yourself a nice corporate binder, all right? I've always had one. Buy an agenda, okay? And build your corporation. This is a company. This is a business, all right? And what I want you to do is set up weekly goals. Every Sunday, set up a weekly goal. So for example, if Sunday you set up a weekly goal of 100 pips by the end of the week, and then equal that to how much money it should be based on lot sizes. All right. So let's say, for example, our target, okay, for week 1 is 100 pips. All right. Wonderful. So we got that target set up here. All right. Our target is 100 pips, okay? We'll go ahead and we'll draw a line here. Actually, we're going to go ahead and figure out how we can use this to capitalize, all right? 100 pips, right? And this is what you should do. Believe it or not, this will significantly help you. It'll give you purpose, and it'll allow you, okay? It'll allow you to visualize your success, and believe me, you'll get more successful, all right? So what you do is put down 100 pips for the week, right? Put 200 pips, whatever you got to do, all right? And on one side, you can have, FX pair, for example, right? FX pair, all right? And you keep that there. And every single day, this is going to prevent you from over trading. This is going to prevent you from creating fictitious trades. And this is going to prevent you from losing money because you're going to have a corporate structure. So let's say Monday starts, right? Monday starts. What I would do is I would say on Monday, let's say I made 16 pips on the Euro USD. So, Euro USD, you put over here, right? 16 pips profit. Now, you need 84 pips to go. You have 84 pips to go. You're no longer going to run around. All right. You're no longer going to run around chasing trades because you're not chasing the market. You're chasing a business idea. All right. You're not, remember, if you don't have a goal, if you don't have an objective or a proper setup or an idea of how much you want to make per day or per week or per month, how the hell are you going to be a successful trader? You're going to be a gunslinger. You're going to buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. You might have made so much money and you didn't even realize it because you weren't organized. All right. When you go ahead and organize yourself and you say, I'm making 100 pips this week. If you made 16 pips on profit on Monday, you're probably not going to randomly jump into a trade Monday night when it's a little bit of an opportunity. It's not a 100% set trade because now you need 84 pips by the end of the week. Okay, I'm not going to jump into this trade right now because I'm already okay. I don't need to I need 84 pips till the end of the week. So you'll pick your trades a lot better. You'll be organized. I guarantee you, if you do this, You will make this target every week. Guarantee you. Because you're going to have a structure. All right? You're going to have an idea. You're going to have a structure. All right? If you got a structure, you're going to have success. Believe me. All right? What did I say to you guys? Money will never equal success. Knowledge equals success and money. If you give me all the money in the world, if you give someone, all right, all the money in the world, without giving them knowledge, they're going to go and lose their money and be left with nothing. If you give someone knowledge, not only will they make all the money in the world, but they'll learn how to keep that money, spend that money wisely and be successful. So knowledge, right? Corporate structure and knowledge. This ties into business matters. A lot of you guys that are going to be starting business mastery soon are going to learn all this. This is business knowledge, and it organizes you and prepares you for success. Not only that, it's visualization. Visualization creates success. So guys, when I bought my first Lamborghini cash, all right? My first Lamborghini Roadster, I bought it cash off of 1 month of trading. Do you want to know how I did it? Like this. Watch. I'm not kidding you. This is how I did it. So before I did this, I was trying to make, I needed to make $250,000 in 1 month. That was my goal, $250,000. All right? And it was really hard to do. I needed to make it in less than 30 days. All right? In less than 30 days. And I'd take the trade, I'd lose, I'd win, I'd lose, I'd win, I'd lose. So this is what I did. I took a whiteboard. All right? And I went ahead and I made 30 squares. All right? I made 30 squares on this whiteboard. All right? Let's just pretend, these are just, these are 30 squares or whatever it may be. I'm not going to draw it perfectly, but this is what I did. I kid you not. Next time I'm at my mom's house, I'll ask my mom in front of you guys. All right? So I did this. I had this like this. I have no idea how many squares I'm drawing here. I'm just randomly drawing lines. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 24. There's 24 in here. All right? So this is what I did. I said, Reza, your idea's not working. All right? Your idea's not working. So Reza, organize yourself. Set a proper goal. This is what I did. I said, I need to make 1 trade a day. And I was trading 100 standard lots. I was trading 100 standard lots. All right? And I told myself I need to, make 5 to 8 pips per day. That's $5,000 to $8,000 per day. $5,000, $8,000 a day. All right? And I said, well, the only way I'm going to do this is creating a structure that gives me a goal. So I have 24 hours to put an X through one of these boxes a day. So that I told myself, I said, Reza, come on, Reza. If in 24 hours, kid, you can't find 1 trade to give you that 5 to 8 pips, then you're a moron. My goal was this. The greatest satisfaction was coming every day and doing this. Oh my God. When I came and I did this, you have no idea how accomplished I felt. You have no clue how accomplished I felt. It was amazing. And I told myself, Reza, as long as you come and in 24 hours, within a 24-hour window, you can put an X through this, which means you have 24 hours every day to find 1 trade. Make it count. Make it worth it. The moment I set this up, I stopped running around and chasing trades because I knew I had one shot, one chance, one trade that I could take per day that'll give me what I need. All I needed was the perfect storm. The perfect storm. So what I was doing before was trying to chase everything, and I stopped. I stopped. And that's when I became successful. I systematically created a structure that organized my business. And I stopped treating Forex, all right, as a hobby or as a get-rich-quick scheme. And I started to treat it as a business. There's no such thing as get-rich-quick, all right? There's get rich by working your fucking ass off. That's how you get rich, baby. You get rich by working your ass off, by putting in the time, putting in that, that non-stop 24 hours a day hardcore energy. That's how you get wealthy. Not by just waking up and saying, I'm going to get rich today. There's no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. All right? Anyone that has ever gotten rich has gotten rich by working their ass off. And I've been there and I've done that. So guys, I want you to start organizing yourselves. I want you to start creating a structure for yourselves and treat this like a business. For a lot of you, this is your future, baby. This is what, is going to change your life. Feed your kid, feed your wife, feed your husband, feed mama and papa. This is what can change everything about you. All right? So you gotta work hard. Okay? Treat it as a business. Go spend $20, buy an organizer, buy a nice leather binder, create the business, write down your daily tasks. All right? You gotta do it. If you're not going to do it, you're not going to succeed. Plain and simple. I did it. I can prove it. I can go bring every single one of my agendas, my daily timetables, everything for the last 6 years, 5 years. When I got into Forex, I started right away. Right away, I started organizing my life. I felt better, man. I felt good. I felt cool, I felt cool to have a leather binder. I felt cool to have a leather agenda. I bought myself a $25 gold pen. Let me show you. It's not even real gold, but it's my baby. You see this pen? This has been my pen, all right? This is my lucky pen. And every single time this pen, all right, the ink runs out, I buy a new ink for it. And I felt good. I felt corporate. I felt professional. I felt like I was somebody in society. And that feeling propelled me to want to succeed even more. You see, you got to push yourself to make yourself. All right? And when you make yourself, you push yourself even more. It never stops, baby. It never ever stops. The hustle can never stop. No matter how good you are, you can be better. And when you're better, you go out there and you make yourself even fucking better. There's no stopping you. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta push yourself, all right? The Forex markets, the stock markets, anything you involve yourself in, a venture is a venture which requires proper preparation. All right? That's how it is, baby. That's how the billionaires become billionaires. You ask, how did Warren Buffett get to where he is? How did Bill Gates get there? How did Steve Jobs, God rest his soul, get there? And I'll tell you how. Preparation. All these mentors out there, I see some of them, not the mentors, but these guys that say, ask me, I'm a millionaire, I can teach you stuff. Half these guys themselves don't know the first thing about preparation. They don't know the first thing about success. I listen to their voices and I say, God Almighty, I gotta mentor you. You can't be mentoring other individuals. You're not good enough. You're not mentally prepared yet. You can't be mentoring individuals because you gotta mentor yourself first, all right? I'm a mentor, and I'm good at what I do because I've been there, I've done that, I've got passion, I've got power, I push my students, and you gotta push yourself too. All right? All right? Plain and simple. It is what it is. All right? So, very simple, guys. Oh, I blocked the wrong person. Damn it. So, anyways, with that being said, guys, let's take a look. All right. Let's take a look at the markets here. All right. Let's take a look at the markets here. And my objective here, guys, is to help you out as much as I can. All right. You know, my objective is to help you as much as I can. I'm one of the few guys, I'm one of the few guys that has been doing this, and has proven the strategy works and proven what I do. All right. It is what it is. Right. So let's take a look right now. Let's continue to look at the pound USD here. All right. Let's take a look at the pound USD. And with the pound USD, guys, again, I'm looking right now to take a scalp position. I'm not really looking to hold on to any positions because the markets aren't panning out for me the way I want them to right now. All right, they're kind of, there's a correction going on in the markets, and I'd rather wait for a trend to develop. Okay, but if you've bought the pound USD, like I said, it's okay. Just as long as you make sure this level here stays intact. All right. Okay. This level here, just keep an eye on this area. All right. As long as this area stays intact, okay, you're going to be good. As long as this area stays intact, you're going to be good. All right. So keep your eyes on it. All right. Keep your eyes on this trade. And let's try to capitalize on it. Let's take a look right now at the Euro USD. All right. Euro USD on a 4-hour. Guys, I think we're going to continue that downward movement. I think we're going to continue this downward movement. We've had some major drops. And then every single time, like I mentioned to you guys today, on a grand scale, all right, on a grand scale, this pullback isn't that significant now, is it? We've had much bigger pullbacks way up here. All right, so let me go ahead. Let me drop this on a daily time frame. All right. And it has broken out of this trend line. All right, it has broken out of this daily trend line. I will mention that. All right. However, with that being said, I'm reluctant to start buying it just yet because we're still in a bearish trend, and I look at this as a correction pullback to continue downwards. However, again, I mentioned earlier on today that I'm going to want to wait and see how the Euro USD develops. All right. I do believe in a very short term. In the short term, we are going to push up a bit, maybe towards this area. All right. There is a bit of bullish momentum behind here, and the retail traders are all joining in. All right. When you have major drops, you're always going to get areas where prices pull back a bit. All right. So, it can pop up from here. I would keep my eyes on this area as well. Keep an eye on this trend line here as well. So it can pop up towards this area, but it will be short-lived. I do not believe we have a trend change. There's no logic behind it. All right. There's really no logic behind the trend being changed right now. Fundies coming out of Europe are not really supporting that. All right. The fundamentals are not really supporting that at all. So I would still look for a position to sell. All right, I'm still going to look for a position to sell. But again, guys, there is a possibility of just pulling back up a bit more. Let's go ahead and identify this area as well. And you can see prices are trading They're trading below the 1724, but they have broken above the daily trend line. All right. So with that being said, guys, my suggestion, my honest suggestion is let's take just a day. You know, we've actually in the last 6 months, I think we have had maybe 3 or 4 days where we have not traded and just sat back and observed, because sometimes it's better to just sit back and observe and let the markets pan out. All right, let the markets pan out. Remember, we are mature traders. We are money makers, and we're going to continue to be money makers. So with that being said, we have to be mature. We don't need to jump into every single trade there is. All right, we don't need to jump into every single trade there is. So right now, I am reluctant to, get into any of the Euro USD or the Pound USD. The Pound USD, again, like I mentioned, a break up, you can buy a scalp, all right? But I would target no higher than 153.37, right? But I would take my profits in 20 pips. So like I mentioned earlier, with the Pound USD, you can potentially buy it in this area, all right? And target about 153.37, but I would just take 20 pips and walk away. Okay? I would just take 20 pips and walk away, because I'm not interested right now in holding on to anything. All right. The Pound USD is one that we could possibly scalp, and the USD CAD looks like it's going to pop up as well. USD CAD has been riding this trend line right back up after that major drop. We had a nice pull up. We actually took this trade. All right. I called this trade to the T, and I actually called a pullback as well. It was right around here. Okay, now for the USD CAD, if you like to enter the USD CAD, you got a couple options. All right, and I'll be frank with you. Now, if you are interested in buying this pair, which is what I would be doing, all right, okay, is I would buy it on a break of this resistance point at 133.07. Okay, how would I play this? I would play this on a break, a retest, and buy. So break, right? Prices break, prices retest, prices must retest, and then I'd buy and target up here. Okay, now in the event that the USD CAD spills outwards, all right, the market can do anything. In the event that the USD CAD spills outwards, it's going to show us some continued bearish push. All right, and if that happens, you'll do another play. You'll look for prices to come as close as possible to this area and then sell them for a scalp. Remember, I only want 20 pips per trade. I want 20 pips per trade, nothing more. All right, all I want is 20 pips per trade. That is my target. That is my sole target. Let's take a look at Kiwi. All right, Kiwi has pushed up. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the Kiwi, which is the NZD USD. So as you can see, it clearly broke out of this trend line. All right, it clearly broke out of this trend line. Let's identify some points of support and resistance. We got the price actually trading right below that right now. All right. We got prices trading below support and resistance, and we got the channel top right here. All right, this is called the channel. All right, see how the price is moving within a channel? We got a channel top right here. So I'm going to go and take a look at a daily time frame. That's a wonderful channel, guys. Guys, if prices break through here, go ahead and sell it off this trend line. It's a perfect risk to reward ratio trade. All right. We're risking, if it breaks and closes outside of this trend line, we're going to close our position and lose 10 pips. But if it doesn't, and we're correct, which we should be correct, because as you can see, we've been bearish with a correction, and we're continuing, to push down. So one can assume we'll pull up and continue to go lower. You can be banking in a lot of money, and this could actually be a good position trade or a good swing trade that you could hold on to. You could hold on to for a while. All right, you can hold on to this for a while. So we're gonna look for the 0.6584 handle to break. Price is to test the 66.58 handle off this trend line, and then we're gonna look to sell. All right, we're gonna look to sell. Now, we're going to keep an eye on these trades. Of course, we're going to have another live trading session in a few hours. But like I said, today has not been one of those days where the market has been, has been really that volatile. The movement has not been that significant. And it's one of those days where, we pick and choose. We pick and choose our entries and our exits. And we don't really push or force ourselves to get into a trade. We've had a wonderful week up to now. We had a wonderful week the week before. Sometimes it's good just to educate ourselves a bit more and watch the flow of prices and try to get ourselves into a position where the markets retrend. Because what's going to happen is even if we don't get into a trade tonight, the markets are going to set themselves up again to start trending really, really well. All right, really, really well. So let's keep an eye on these trades. All right, let's keep an eye on these trades and take it from there. Now, for some of the individuals that have asked me about the OCO, all right, I've asked me about OCO and I've asked me about the trailing stop indicators. All right, let me go ahead and explain to you what OCO and trailing stop are. All right, OCO stands for one cancels another, or order cancel order. All right, the way an OCO indicator works is like this. Okay, and we have our own indicator here that we have developed for mentor tips. If we go to navigator, the OCO, where is my OCO indicator? It's not sure where my OCO indicator is right now. I have so many indicators here that I test out. I don't know where my OCO indicator is, but I must have removed the copy of it off this. All right, anyways, it's not installed on this specific platform. It's not on this specific platform. But what the OCO indicator does, all right, what the OCO indicator does is, you're right. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. That awkward moment when your students know your platform better than you know your platform. Well done, students. All right. So I'm going to click on OK. Now, the OCO platform, all right, the OCO, I call it an indicator. We've developed it as an expert advisor, guys. Thank you for correcting me. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. The OCO, basically what it does is if I go in and I click on the expert advisors and properties, all right, we developed this expert advisor to assist individuals in making trades during the news, all right? We developed this so everyone can make money during the news. Now, I did not develop OCO. Hell no, I did not do that. But I developed this indicator, and what I did to it is I added a trailing stop feature to it. So what this specific indicator does is this. Let's say, for example, we're trading a Euro CAD, all right? And there's going to be major news coming out, okay? There's going to be major news coming out. We will put a pending buy order here, and a pending sell order here. It's going to go one way or another. It's going to go up or it's going to go down. What the OCO does is the moment the prices spike heavily up or spike heavily down, it'll open one of these trades. Okay? But it will automatically close the other trade. So if prices go up, it'll buy it and the sell automatically deletes itself. If prices go down, it'll automatically sell and the pending buy you had up here automatically deletes itself. So basically it allows you to capitalize on fast movements within the Forex markets. All right? Because news traders, think about it, guys. If you're going to trade the news, there's no way you're going to be able to click, multiple times and buy manually. all right, when there's major volatility, because sometimes it'll just go like this, bam. Well, how do you know? I mean, you can't just click buy or sell that fast. And the problem is, by the time your fingers execute, all right, you're going to you're gonna miss the trade. You're gonna miss the pips. And if you don't have an OCO indicator, you can get whipsawed, because imagine you have a buy here and a sell here, and prices go boom, boom. Because a lot of times that happens, right? A lot of times that happens. You'll be stuck with two open trades. With the OCO indicator, all right? With the OCO indicator, one closes while the other stays open. Now, I always suggest, setting your buys at a proper area. You don't want to set a buy and sell like this, because then what's going to happen? It'll whipsaw you. You could get stuck in a bad trade. You want to always set your buy outside of resistance. You want to set your sell outside of support. So you know for sure that it's going to break out. All right? So that's what the OCO does. You load the OCO up as an expert advisor, guys. So for the Mentor Tips family, all right, when you download the OCO indicator or the trailing stop indicator, okay, you click on the file in Mentor Tips and it's going to download it directly to your computer. I suggest saving it to your desktop. Now, you cannot double click it. If you double click this application, it will not open, because it's not a readable application by your computer. It can only be read by MetaTrader. So what you're going to do is very simple. You're going to install it. Just copy the file, be it the trailing stop indicator, the EA or the OCO EA, to your desktop. You click on File, open Data folder, all right? And then when you open the Data folder, all you do is install it or copy it to the folder that says Expert Advisors. All right? And you see I have it here. All right? I have it right there. You copy it to this folder. You close. You turn off MT4 by clicking the X, and you restart the terminal. All right? Now, on the top right corner, this is something that basically shows you if your Expert Advisor is working. This is universal for every single expert advisor. If there's a smiley face, then it's working and active. If the face is frowning, then it means that it's not active and there could be an error. All right? And one of them could be very simple. So when to add the expert advisor, once you have installed it onto your browser, once you have installed it onto your terminal by putting it in the data folder, you simply click on Export Advisors in the Navigator tab. You can view the Navigator tab by going to View and clicking Navigator. All right? And then you just simply click it, highlight it, and drag it onto your charts and let it go. All right? When you let it go, when you drag it and let it go, you're going to be presented with this page, with this pop-up. All right? This pop-up is going to say Mentor Tips, my name, the version. You don't care about this stuff. Click on Common. Click on Common. It is vital that Enable Alerts is selected. It is vital that Allow Live Trading is selected. Allow DLL imports and allow import of external objects. Make sure those are selected. All right? Then click OK. All right? Click OK. Don't worry about any other settings. Look at the face up here. He's still frowning. All right? The next step is there is a button at the top of MT4. It says Auto Trading. If it is red, that means auto trading is completely disabled off your platform. So you must click it and enable it. Notice the moment I click it, the frown is now a smile. That means this expert advisor is successfully loaded onto this platform and ready to go. Watch as I turn it off. I click it, it's a frown. I click it, it's a smiley face. That means it is working. All right. Once he is smiling, you're going to right click, Export Advisors, and go to Properties. You've already created this section by saying allow live trading, enable alerts, and allow DLL imports, and allow import of external experts. You then go ahead and click inputs. This is the mama boat. This is where everything happens, all right? If you want, you see, expert advisors can be loaded onto charts individually. So you could, for example, have OCO or trailing stop only working on the NZD USD by dragging it onto this chart and changing all charts to false. Now this expert advisor will only be applicable to NZD USD. It will not work on every other chart. All right? However, if you wanted to work globally across all of your traded pairs, you select true, and you only need to drag it onto one chart and it'll work on every single one of your charts perfectly. Okay? The next thing you want to look at is break-even pips, trailing step, and break-even stop. No other program of an SE, no other OCO program in the world has this. I implemented this myself. All right. OCOs are traditionally known to open one order, close another order. That is their only function. What I have added here is the ability to have risk management incorporated into your order cancel order. So what this allows you to do is not only open up the trade for you, depending on what direction it goes to, but it also allows you to control and monitor how much money you want to make, how your stop loss is implemented, when your stop loss is implemented, how to put a take profit for you, and it does it all automatically, completely hands off. Plug and play, it does everything for you. So once you load the OCO indicator on, you'll have three options here. Break-even pips, I have it set to 10. This figure strictly means this, all right? When my trade is 10 pips in profit, initiate a stop loss. So when my trade is 10 pips in profit, open an automatic stop loss for me. Why do we want to open an automatic stop loss? Well, we want to protect our profits. Another beneficial thing to this is when you're trading the news, there's no way if this pops up 10 pips, you're going to be fast enough to manually enter a stop loss. By the time you manually want to enter the stop loss, this might come down and go low and make you lose your money. All right? So we have it set up to automatically initiate and open a stop loss. So this figure of 10 means the moment it's 10 pips in profit, open up a stop loss automatically. All right. Now the break-even stop works directly with the first option. All right. So the first option says when I'm 10 pips in profit, open up a stop loss. This figure here, number 2, that has 2 in it, basically says how high you want your stop loss to open up. So break even, basically what break even means, okay, is you're not making money, you're not losing money, you're broken even, all right? This basically says whatever figure you put in here, if we put 3, for example, it means the second we are 10 pips in profit, all right, put the stop loss to break even plus 3 pips. So if we bought at 0.6584 and the price goes to 0.6594, it'll automatically open up a stop loss at 0.6587. So what does that do? It automatically protects my trade. So now, no matter what happens, I have made 3 pips profit. I have made 3 pips profit no matter what. This is guaranteed money making, printing money. This is literally printing money. So when I'm 10 pips in profit, immediately move my stop to break even plus 3 pips. Now, what is the middle number? The trailing step. It's set to 5. That is after how many pips do you want to increase or continue to move the price with a stop loss? So basically, when this is set to 5, it means when I'm 10 pips in profit, move my stop loss automatically to break even plus 3 pips, and every 5 pips thereafter, move this break even stop by 1 pip higher. So let's do an example. If we bought at 0.6583, when prices go to 0.6593, my stop loss is going to automatically open up at 0.6586. All right? It'll go to 0.6586. Now, when prices go to 0.6598, which is 5 pips higher, the stop loss is going to go from 0.6586 to 0.6587. So it is constantly going to raise the stop loss for you and protect more and more and more profits. So if all of a sudden the price goes bam, all right, your stop loss is going to go like this. As the price is moving higher, your stop loss is going to go higher, higher, higher. So eventually your stop loss is going to be way up here. And price is going to be up here. So by the time price comes back down and boom, falls back down, you captured 30 pips, 20 pips. You understand what I mean? This is a guaranteed way to make money almost. All right? It's the best OCO out there, and we developed it for all the students. So again, if we set this to 20, trailing step to 3, and break even stop to 2, that means when I'm 20 pips in profit, move my stop loss to break even plus 2, and every time I go 3 pips higher, increase my stop loss level by 1 more higher. Keep bringing the stop loss higher. This is beautiful. All right? This is beautiful. Now, if you want to know some scalping setups, like I'm talking some greasy scalping, like bang, bang, bang money making, set your break even pips to 10. All right? Set this to 5 and set this to 1. This is like raw scalping. That means when I'm 10 pips in profit, move my stop loss to break even plus 5. So you guaranteed 5 pips of money made. Every pip up, move the stop loss up. So every time it goes up, move the stop loss up. This trade is only going to last literally 10 seconds every time. This trade will last 10 seconds every time. But it's a greasy way to just keep taking money, taking money, taking money. All right? So the OCO is a very powerful tool that we use when we have major news. Now, guys, the only news I want you to use the OCO on is news that has an economical data to it. So, for example, when non-farm payrolls come out, when CPI comes out, when consumer confidence comes out, when an interest rate statement comes out. Why? Because they have surprising news. They have a digital figure that comes with it. For example, it's supposed to be 380,000. The total job, total people laid off is supposed to be 380,000. Oh, the number comes in at 400,000. Market reacts. Boom! It drops really hard. All right? News that has a number to it or a statistical figure will always make the market go boom or boom, because everyone is sitting there with their fingers trigger happy on buy or sell depending on the figure, and they bam all hit it at the same time. It makes the market go bam or bam. All right, that's when you want to do OCO. You don't want to do the OCO on like the FOMC news announcement. Why? Or when the European Central Bank is giving a statement. Why? Because that's news that although it'll impact the market significantly, it moves it slowly because someone is speaking and there's no surprise reactions, right? The market is moving based on what that individual is saying per se. All right. The market is not moving because, there was a surprise reaction. All right. It's moving slowly, but it's moving, violently. So what can happen is, markets have been looking really good lately, it goes up. But the next 2 months, it might be bad and it comes down. But we have a better forecast for next quarter. It goes up. And it goes like this. It goes like this because he's giving a speech. They're giving a speech. There's no solid direction. They're dovish 1 second, hawkish the next second. And because there's no statistical figure, you're not going to have a surprise reaction to the markets. Because there's no surprise reaction to the markets, you're not going to get a massive bang or bang. So you only want to use the OCO in the event that you've got news, all right, that is significant and it comes with data attached to it. All right, guys? So with that being said, family members to my family on Mentor Tips, I'm going to Periscope for a few more seconds, and I will talk to my family on Mentor Tips very shortly. All right? I love you guys. 1 second, guys. 1 second. So, guys, to the Periscope family, all right, to individuals on Periscope. To be quite honest, we have had an influx of individuals signing up for Mentor Tips, all right? What is Mentor Tips? Mentor Tips is essentially the most powerful platform in the world right now, teaching everyone how to master the markets. We've got well over 1,000 people signed up now, and we're killing it, all right? Now, the sign-up link is going to expire, I'm not kidding you, in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes to an hour. I'll leave it open for another hour. An hour from now, it's going to be dead. The sign-up link is going to be gone. All right. So if you're interested, if you want to be a part of Mentor Tips, it's $97 per month. All right. The best $97 you'll ever spend because you're going to get tens of thousands of dollars worth of material. All right. You'll learn how to trade, how to analyze the markets. You'll take our course, join the community. It will be phenomenal for you. If you want to be successful in the financial markets, send me an email right now to forexoceansky@gmail.com. All right. Everyone write my email address down so people know. I will send you a direct link. Sign up right away. And today is it. It is over. I'm not opening up Mentor Tips for a year from now. Not a year from now, but till next year, which is into January. All right. You want to be a part of it. You got basically 15, 20 minutes to an hour. Send me an email right now. I'll send you a link. All right. And we'll get you a part of the family. All right. Otherwise, it goes down pretty quick. The link's going to be down quick. We've got well over 1,000 people now. All right. Well over 1,000 people. So with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this as well. Talk to you guys soon.